This is Koh Chang, beach on the eastern seaboard. And this officially marks the end of my solo Southeast Asia backpacking trip. Phenomenal experience. So much to be grateful for, really. I came in here with the motto, expect nothing, experience everything. I came in here without research, without a plan, because the best plan in Southeast Asia is to have no plan and just go with the flow, and to see what that was really like. And I found it surprisingly easy. That was one thing that amazed me, is how easy it is to just get around and maneuver. Literally, they have guest houses and dorms everywhere in Southeast Asia. You can book your tickets at the front desk to your next destination. You can even get like visa help too. I mean, it's so laid out for you and so mapped. You have this mindset in your head of backpacking, and you're gonna rough it and take a tent and camp and stuff, and it's really not like that at all. But overall, I mean, this trip's been amazing. I had like 3 or 4 groups that I traveled with the whole time, and I think people are scared of traveling alone because they have this idea that they're going to be isolated in this one room the whole time, and that they're not going to meet anyone, and oh my gosh, everyone else is going to have fun, and I'm going to sit there in this dark corner and cry myself to sleep at night. Not at all. You're never alone. In fact, it's almost harder to find, like, look at this, you know? It's almost harder to find places where you're alone than not. So if that's what you're worried about, man, you can come here alone, not knowing anyone, and stay in a few hostels, meet a group, and then travel. That's what I did. I did entire Laos, front to bottom, with a group of 5 to 9 people. It fluctuated. A bunch of foreigners, and then my boy Tommy and I went down to Cambodia, and we did that together. So you really have a variety of options here. Again, I'm just ranting off the top of my head, seeing what else is cool. I guess another big realization I had traveling didn't come from the people I met from the local country, but came from the other backpackers. I was sitting there when I was in the Laos group, and we went from northern Laos to southern Laos, and I realized that all of us came from different parts of the world, the Western world, and we didn't really speak the same language, but we still thought the same things were funny, still thought the same food was good, still thought the same awkward people who pissed us off were annoying, still thought that global issues we all cared about, still thought that we had a good time. I mean, you have these similarities that are universal. Still all wanted to laugh, still all liked Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, all the shows. You have so much more in common with people than different, I think. And the more you're able to focus on that, the better off you are. And so I really realized that, it's easy to write them off as the French over there in their European world, but then when you really see it close up, holy shit, they're the same as us, different perspective. Next time, if I were to do it, I think I would try and do more local things. And that's been a really big realization, is how much of the backpacker scene I'm not really into. I'm all for going out, getting drinks, and having a good time. But some of these people, man, that's literally what they came to do. They turn Thailand into this giant frat house. All of Southeast Asia just becomes this tubing binger, and all the conversations in the hostels revolve getting drunk. I mean, there was this guy who came in to my hostel at 3:30 in the morning, broke a fucking window, and I wake up and he's fighting with a ladyboy. Full on fighting, they're breaking windows in my dorm. I asked him what happened the next day, and he said he didn't know it was a ladyboy, and they got in this big fight because he thought he was gonna, move forward with it, and he didn't want to. So anyway, long story short, you get stuff like that. It's a very interesting lifestyle, and I miss the more cultural aspect of it. I got glimpses of it here and there, but if you can do a homestay or find some more volunteer work, I would definitely suggest that for myself next time. Because the whole backpacker life's great, and it's fun, and it's social, and you can party and do all that stuff, but honestly, you can do that at home too. I think what you really want when you travel, at least for me, is a different cultural experience. Especially in Cambodia. Honestly, like, if I had to choose one big surprise from this whole trip, it would be how much I really enjoyed Cambodia. Just the recency of their history, with the killing fields, and the people there that I met with the tuk-tuk driver. Went to his house and he offered me to marry his sister. I showed him pictures of my girlfriend because I have one, and he then offered me to trade my girlfriend for his wife. He was very serious too.